currency of Terra Luna, the classical. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you continue to have a long-term bullish position. My goal in today's video is to have this discussion with you guys about where I think the emphasis should be placed. Can you tell me about Luna Classic and how we can get there in the future? Assuming that interests you, give this video a hearty thumbs up and we'll dive right in to show you how incredibly unpredictable the cryptocurrency market has been as of late. As a result, while certain cryptocurrencies have seen gains, the majority have seen losses during the past week. You can see that most of the cryptocurrency market has been losing value over the past day or so, with Ethereum being the notable exception. This is 61% more evidence of labor than before. Luna Classic, however, has dropped by 10%, as you can plainly see. But many other cryptocurrencies are falling, and I worry that fear, uncertainty, and doubt are beginning to spread about Luna Classic. I've just pulled up the price chart for the previous couple of days to illustrate my point. Max, if you have a look at it, you'll notice a huge red candle. To me, this is the big red candle in the CSAMA. So, we did experience that large-scale sale, and it is likely tied to widespread uncertainty about the nature of the Binance burn. Now that you've heard of Cesar Abai, as you may recall, has proposed changes to the Binance exchange, such as staggered voting and staggered voting with volume, in light of the fact that Terra Classic has not yet achieved a 100% spot volume burn that was promised. However, I'd like to have a conversation with you about the wider picture of Terra Classic. This is just my opinion, of course, but it seems to me that a lot of people are fixated on centralized markets for currency conversion. And look, I have no problem with a 1.2% burn rate on all centralized exchanges worldwide. So, and just to round out this discussion about centralized exchanges, if you're interested in joining one that's now offering generous bonuses, you can do so here. Therefore, I estimate a figure greater than $4,100. Mexi, in case you're interested, here's a link to a crypto exchange where you can buy and sell Mexi for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. They're currently supporting the Classic community, although most people are talking about the 1.2% burn. The Terra Classic spot loudness burn is getting a lot of attention, but what I will say is that, despite my doubts, I still think Terra Classic is worth pursuing in the long run. To be more effective, we must shift our attention away from centralized markets. This is really a temporary opportunity. Long term, I believe it is most important to concentrate on growing the Terra chain community, launching the Terra station and Terra wallets, and maximizing the amount of DeFi activity on the Terra chain. In that light, I'd like to draw your attention to a few key points as we examine the burn statistics. We have spent more than $5.3 billion on Luna Classic so far, an impressive sum, but I want you to focus on this in particular. Now we're up to $1.15 billion after tax burns, and that tax burn can come from one of two places. Once again, this means that the destruction of Terra Classic will be hastened if centralized exchanges, all of them, contribute to a 1.2% burn. Where do you believe we should be aiming if we want to increase this number to the tens of billions, or even the trillions? The expansion of the Terra Classic ecology should be our sole focus. Guys, let me explain what I mean. It's more work, more defiance, more play to earn games on the Fear chain. And if we have a look at our DeFi llama, this sort of tells you the tale and demonstrates the proof as well of cryptos having actual demand, real utility, and genuine usage against ones that don't. I continue to have faith. Classical Earth in the bigger picture. To avoid giving up control to centralized trading platforms, this is what we should work toward creating. Keep in mind that they are centralized markets. Any investor can withdraw their cryptocurrency from a regulated market. Yes, a large quantity of cryptocurrency being traded on a centralized platform. However, as the owner and user of a centralized exchange, you have the option of transferring your cryptocurrency to the blockchain. In addition, here's a look at the TVL and the protocols and the key protocols you should be aware of. 31 billion TBL on Ethereum. The funds are safely stored there. Binance and Smart Chain are both at $5.3 billion, and Tron is at $5.36 billion. Let me know what you think I should watch. I'm curious as to whether or if the priority ought to be placed on restoring service to the TVL, the ecosystem, and the DeFi applications. In addition, I'm not sure whether you can get the top right on this chart if we keep coming back to it to show you the data. Take a look at the April and May 2022 issue. Terra Classic gained 14.64%. To sum up, this is the figure we must consider. And if we reach this high sum once more, you can. Hopes the burn rate will skyrocket. So, in my opinion, that is Terra Classic's true secret. Therefore, if more attention is paid to the chain, more projects will be added to the chain, and more credibility will be established on the Classic chain. But this begs the question, what is the incentive for developers to work on the Classic chain in the first place? There's a big crypto scene, and you guys probably know about it. Therefore, a large number of people must agree that Terra Classic deserves its popularity. Programmers will wish to create projects on there. Developers moving to the Classic chain may be rewarded by a surge of innovation from the local community. Still, I think that's where our attention should be right now. Still, I'll count it as a victory if we manage to generate spot volume burns for Binance or KuCoin or anybody else might benefit. Thus, it is imperative that Terra Classic capitalize on the cryptocurrency market as much as possible. Certainly, costs have been reduced recently. In all honesty, I attribute that to a mixture of the CC-related uncertainty on Binance and the just put up plan. Remarks from the AMA attendees. In this case, though, it's a confluence of Terra Classic FUD and the fact that the cryptocurrency market has been looking bleak as of late. As you can see below, the price of Bitcoin has been quite erratic over the past few days. You can see the upswing, the subsequent boom, the subsequent sell-off, and then the subsequent upswing and boom all over again. We just experienced another sell-off here the day before. As a result, the cryptocurrency market is extremely unstable. I anticipate that the international economy will play a significant role in this. Those massive macro factors, and you know what I'm talking about when I say macro. To be specific, I'm referring to price increases. I'm referring to the current scenario between Ukraine and Russia. I'm referring to international supply chains. As before, I believe the macro economy will benefit once these difficulties have been resolved by the government, assuming the government is capable of doing so. Therefore, I anticipate bullish price activity in cryptocurrencies once the macro economy is brought back online. As such, I have long held the view that the crypto community should address macroeconomic concerns where they first arise. This is how they are resolved as well. That's a major change to Terra Classic. People, if you continue to hold a bullish outlook, please show it with a thumbs up. I am, and I look forward to meeting up with you all again soon. This is the Wealthy Coin signing off.